FM, we are on satellite, we are everywhere. And also we are on Twitter. If you go to @MartinNamdeKano, you will be able to follow this very event. This very evening, we have come here to preach the gospel of truth, the gospel of enlightenment, the gospel of hope. Because right from the onset, we have remained whiter than white and whiter than snow, unblemished. Unblemished. That is why every endeavor, every venture that we dabble into, insofar as this restoration is concerned, Chukwukikabiam has always been there to bless us. And things are happening today thanks to the grace of Almighty in our lives, because we are clean and shall continue to be so until Biafra is restored and beyond. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the largest mass movement on the face of this very earth. Those who we are born to restore Biafra. Those who do not listen or pay attention to any distractions, they are focused on that very single objective, to restore the kingdom of heaven upon the face of this earth, to bring light where currently, should I say presently, there is darkness all across the black world. We have come to fulfill the scriptures. We have come to fulfill the will of the Father in heaven. We have come to complete that very assignment which our eternal leader started, which is to restore Biafra in our time, in truth and in every honesty. I am the director of radio, Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of God Almighty in heaven himself, in a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra, we are going to pray, and then after that, we shall discuss, we shall teach, we shall lecture, and also we shall prophesy if the Spirit leads us in that very direction. Do not forget your pen, your paper, and for those of you, I know that some of you stream this on Facebook, stream it right across the entire platform that is Facebook. People have streamed it live on their respective private pages. You can go there to follow and to also read what each other is saying. But we must proceed. But before we do so, we must pray as it is customary for us here to do. And I shall pray in the language of heaven, the oldest language on the face of this very earth, the language that Britain doesn't want to hear people speak, the very language that drives away evil spirit, the very language that ensures that you cannot deceive the people, because you can deceive the people with English language, but you cannot deceive the people with the language of the ancients. We must bow our heads. Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye anyị na-akpọ ka ụtụtụ ehihie abalị, onye ọ bụ naanị ya ka anyị ji wee hiwe isi, onye anyị ji eme ọnụ, onye sitere sọsọ n'okwu ọnụ ya wee hazie ọnọdụ nke mmadụ dị ndụ n'elu ụwa, onye ihe niile o kere eke na-akpụ isi ala nye. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka mbara igwe na-egosi ọlụ aka ya. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka anyanwụ na kpakpando n'ọnwa na-erubere isi. Ọ bụ naanị gị sọsọ ka usu niile nke ime eluigwe na-efe. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka ndị mmụọ ozi na-aja mma. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka ndị okenye oru abụọ na anọ na-atụ mkpọ ọlaedo n'ala ụbọchị niile na-asị na ede nsọ Chineke. Anyị wee na-asị na anyị ga-ebuli gị elu n'ime ọnọdụ anyị niile, agbanyeghị ihe anyị onwe anyị na-agabiga, agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro, agbanyeghị ekworo niile, agbanyeghị anya ukwu niile, agbanyeghị ntamu niile. Onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere ya. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka anyị na-erubere isi, naanị gị ka anyị na-akpọku. Anyị adaberewo n'ime gị wee na-asị, ebe ọ bụ naanị gị ka ike niile nọ n'ọbadara aka nna nke ndị nsọ, bịakwa ka igwe mila ndị iro Biafra ka ha onwe ha si wee na-echere anyị echiche ọjọọ. Bịakwa nna nke ebere dị ngọzi ka aka nsị ha wee baa ha ọnụ, lekwa atụmatụ ọjọọ ha niile, kwe ka o wee laghachi n'isi ha niile, ka o si wee na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo kwesị bụ zuu Naijiria. Lekwa Naijiria ma dọsa ya, Chineke nna dị ngọzi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Naijiria wee wuru ofu nna nke ebere, jide ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke na kiwe biko bịa kiwe kpọọ ha ọkụ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Naijiria na mma, ọ ga-adịrị onye ahụ na mma na ezinụlọ na mma site n'ebighị ebi marụ n'ebighị ebi. Onye dị nsọ mgbe niile ihu ọkụ mgbe isi wee na-ata ahụhụ, ihu ihe hope ụzọ dị mma na-eme, ihu ihe nwe ike na-ezuzu ka ndị agbara ọgwụ n'isi wee na-agara ndị ọjọọ ozi wee were ndụ ụmụ gị wee na-achụ aja ebe ya na-ebighị ugwu nọ. N'ụbọchị nke taa n'abalị a n'ala nsọ bụ Biafra ka na-akpọkwa ha nsọ na-asị biko bịa ka iwe mere anyị ebere. Lekwa ndị detu agwa ele aha n'iyi, kpọlite mmụọ ndị niile bụ ndị egwuregwu nna nke ebere, tinye anyị ekworo, tinye anyị iwe n'ime ka ndị dị etu a bụ ndị pụta n'ụsọ ụmụ ha agaghị adị ndụ nna nke igwe bịa ka iwe kpochapụ ha niile kama na ihe ahụ ga-eme n'afọ ọzọ ka o wee mee n'ime afọ a. Anyị wee na-ajaghị mma wee na-eto gị na-asị biko n'eze ebube dị ngọzi bịa ka iwe rọpụtara anyị ụzọ ebe ụzọ na-adịghị na ndị a niile bụ ụmụ gị n'ụwa niile. Lekwa ezinụlọ nke ego nweghị aka gị wee hiwe bụ IPOB ma gọzie ha, gọzie IPOB n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Lekwa ESN ma tee ha mmanụ, kpuwe ha okpu ugo nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, kpuwe ha okpu nna nke ebere onye ime eluigwe adịrọ ka anyị na-arịọ gị n'ihi na ị dịghị agbanwe agbanwe, ọ bụghị bụ Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Biko nụ zọpụta ndị gị. Lekwe ESN ma chebe ha, chebe ezinụlọ ndị eziokwu n'ụwa niile bụ ndị anyị na-etu ụmụ Chineke n'ihi na ọ bụ ụmụ gị ka ha bụ, n'ihi na ụwa chị anyị ọchị ọba aha nsọ ka ha na-achị ọchị. Ọwa aha gị ka a bara anyị niile na nke igwe, n'ihi na onye nwe anyị na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi dịka aha m si wee dị. Anyị wee na-eto gị wee na-adịghị ma na-agọzi gị wee na-ebuli gị elu na-asị ọkaka eze ndị eze, mbuli elu bụrụ nke na gị ugbu a ma ruo mgbe niile ebighị ebi ka anyị na-arịọ gị. Ise. I have just prayed in the language of heaven, the oldest language in the world. Understand that we know all these things, and it's our duty and responsibility to teach, to lecture this very until we come to the realization that only Biafra can save us. My happiness today is that regardless of what the enemies have been doing secretly behind, they admire the work that we are doing here on this noble platform. They may come out initially to try to castigate what we are doing, but eventually they go back, they admire, they respect us for what we are doing, and secretly they wish they can be like us. Or some of them, the older Ifulefus, they wish that their children would be like us, but they can never be like us because before we came, there was none like us. Before we came, there was nobody, no entity like us. Now we are here. You can pretend, you can copy all you like. You can never be like us, IPOB. And at the end of the day, when we must have served our purpose on this very earth and gone yonder, those who are still living by then will wish that we lived forever. That is the uniqueness of this noble family IPOB that people don't understand. Only people who are in this spirit can see what it means to be a family member of IPOB, because in the end we win. At the end of every process, regardless of how you see it, in the end, perhaps bitterness and envy won't allow you to acknowledge it, but deep down you know that without this IPOB, today the entire South would have been overrun. Some of you be answering Shuaibu, carrying your Quran to the nearest dilapidated building, hastily converted into a mosque. We are your living saviors on this very earth, God Almighty in heaven. Without IPOB today, the entire south of Nigeria would have been gone. They will take all of you one after the other. You cannot do nothing about it. So before you go to sleep tonight, if you are out of the world where is darkness now, or before bedtime, so to speak, pray for IPOB, pray for Eastern Security Network, and pray for all those piloting the affairs of IPOB, because without IPOB, all of you would have been gone by now. As I wrote earlier before I came live on air, the reason why they have not proscribed any of the Fulani terror groups that you have tormenting all of you in the zoo is because they are part and parcel of the wider Fulani Islamize you, to conquer you, to subjugate you, and turn ancestral lands into Fulani Emirates, loyal to Sokoto Caliphate. That has been their game plan from the beginning. Because each time we preach, I say to some of you who are to reading all the time, I ask you please to carry out a very simple experiment. I want you to write to various governments of the world. You can pick maybe one or two governments and write to them and ask them what they think that Nigeria is in terms of religious affiliation. Ask them, what sort of country is Nigeria? Is it a Christian country? Is it a country of atheists? Is it a country of animists? Or is it a country of Islam? They will tell you that it is a country of Islam. That is what they will tell you. That is the impression they have given to them right across the world. No one outside the shores of the damnable Zoological Republic is aware that Muslims in Nigeria are actually a minority, not a majority, minority, a significant minority at that. They brought all their and rapists and murderers, organized them efficiently under Mieti Allah. How they are going to enter into your territory is with their cattle, out of a combination of idiocy and stupidness, so to speak. We allowed them to come into us. And today, everybody is struggling. I want to read out a headline only, because everything we preach on Radio Biafra is from what they are publishing in Zoo, One Nigeria supporting newspapers and media houses. Not from us, before they say we made it up. And sometimes when you read this very news, you cannot believe what your ears are hearing. And what I find astonishing is that I am tired of saying this, but there is something wrong with Black people. When I say they say I'm insulting them, I'm not insulting anyone, but there has to be something wrong with you. For supposedly 200 million people, let me say 180 million people, minus the 20 million that I believe are of Fulani descent. They are in a place called Nigeria, where they are controlling you. They are not original to it. They came from the foothills of the Futajalon. They traveled all the way to the Zoological Republic. They took over your land from you. They took over Hausa land, you learned nothing from it. They started coming. They took Gwari land, nothing. They took the land of the Bachama, they took Birom land, they took part of TV land, everything. They took Kanuri land. Nobody said anything. Every land in the zoo they want to occupy. And the funniest thing is that the more they take people's land, the more those who are yet to be conquered are just there looking like people who are hypnotized. Hypnotized out of stupidity and ignorance, that they do nothing about their plight until it is they start jumping all over the place, trying to rectify it. Something that they themselves cannot do. Everybody in the zoo now is aware. This is according to a Janjaweed publication, Premium Times. We brought in Fulani from Mali, from Sierra Leone, from Senegal, and others to win 2015 election. Kawu Baraje said. And after rigging the election for them and killing on their behalf, they refused to leave. This tells you two critical things about the Fulani in Nigeria. One, Fulani doesn't have the numbers to fight. That's number one. And number two, they always get other people to do the dirty work for them. Always getting other people to do the dirty work for them. The same way they're using Hopus to do his own dirty work, using Wike to do it. One hotel building it. They claim they are in the majority, but they had to go and import terrorists from across West Africa in order to rig election for the now late dead Buhari. that his skeletons are in the hot desert of Saudi Arabia. All of you are aware. And what astonishes me is, why is it that black people have this mentality? You sit down there, and you do nothing. Absolutely nothing until it is too late. Until you are conquered. Until you are taken. Now you start asking for help from all over the world. Did they start their killings today? The answer is no. Go and read the history of Benue Plateau. Read the history of the Middle Belt. You will see that the subjugation of the majority indigenous people have been ongoing from day one, using the House of Fulani. All of you were there watching, doing nothing. No, if you read, no. Look at Igbo man is there. Look at the East. Can't you see them? Biafra. Do you want Biafra to come? That was how they even deceived my Yoruba brothers and sisters. They deceived them completely. Look at as educated as Yoruba people are. Fulani Nachinama, cattle rearers deceived them, telling them that if you fight an Igbo man, we will have a better life. Not knowing that they were setting up the Yoruba for conquest. Today, they're in Yoruba forest, sending them on exile. Out of Yoruba land. They are refugees in Benin Republic. Today, they're in Ondo forest. They have refused to move. They are from abroad, though. That was why when they said that these people killing all of us are from abroad, they knew what they were saying. Let me have some water. They are saying, this is Kawu Barajem. This man said he has traced he traced the origin of the current insecurity in Nigeria to the influx of Fulani. He said it is a premium time. It is a newspaper. Before anybody will accuse us of bias. Do you see why Facebook doesn't want me to preach on the platform? They know we have opened the eyes of people. I got information this morning. Those of them saying, oh, he's a rabble, he's a this, Today I am getting confirmation. A very important person called me and confessed and said that those who were against her before for supporting me, all of a sudden they are now calling her and telling her how wrong they were. These are people in Abuja, the so-called, the real hardened flavors in Abuja. Now they are calling and saying, oh, please, if you see Nnamdi and IPOB, you thank them about time to key into what they're doing. They're the ones who are the fools who've been wrong all along. They're the ones who have been right all these years. They brought in for life from across the Sahel to rig elections. All of you were watching, you did nothing. They brought in little kids from Niger. During the election, they brought in their cousins from Niger Republic to come into a so-called one Nigeria to come and campaign for them. They brought them from Chad, from Niger, everywhere to come and vote for Cameroon. All of you were just there watching. As they were eating you up, you were shouting one Nigeria. They were eating you alive. You never knew the idiotic mess you were in. You were busy shouting one Nigeria, shouting one like a demented idiot. Look at where you are today. Those people they brought into your land, they have refused to go. And there is one thing that I find baffling. And I want people to consider, to sit down, to think about what I have to say now, please. Think about it very carefully. Since they brought in, by their own admission, they brought in these people from across the Sahel. I am asking them, since they brought them from across the Sahel, can somebody tell me how they came to be in possession of AK-47? But they were very clever. You see, very smart, very smart. Britain was advising them. Britain told them that your entry route into the heartland of the South is with your cattle. Don't call. These are people they brought in for to rig election for them. After the election, they have decided to settle them down. In order to justify their presence in your forest, they are not telling you that they are headsmen, that they belong to this, that they are so that on them yet you see how they think that clever will come. Fulani never envisaged that the likes of Onam they can will ever emerge. They never in a million years. They thought they can bribe anybody, can buy anybody, offer him a jet, give him money, tell him, promise him good life, his family, anywhere he wants, promise him a house, mansion, oil well, anything he wants, give him his money. After all, you can buy any woman, you can buy them every week, you can buy all of them. They're the very who were. That I come from a line, I wouldn't call it royal, a line of nobility, where you have noble men that do not sell their conscience. If you knew my father, you would testify to what I'm telling you. Ask those that knew him, they will tell you who he is. Noble people, they do not compromise. Never. And then we came, or should I say, Chukwuka determined that he should come at this time to save you. Not just to save Igbo, not just to save PBO, not to save F alone, not to save a job, not to save Isoko, Urobo, Ishekiri, Ikonomigodo. No, not at all. But to set free everybody trapped in the colonial enclave called Nigeria. Because as I told you 2 days ago, those ruling Nigeria now are not Nigerians. If I thought there's something like, let us assume there is something called Nigeria that Britain created. The people in charge now are not Nigerians. They are not indigenous to the land. They do not have a home. They have no home address. If you ask them, where is your home address? They don't have. They are nomads. If you don't know the meaning of nomad or nomadic life, go and Google it or look for dictionary. That was where Jonathan set up nomadic education. Nomads means people that wander, wandering people. They don't stay in one place. They keep moving all over the place. Abraham in the Bible, that begot all of us, was a nomad. Until at the time, Elohim said to him, you should stop moving about all over the place. You have to stay in one place. But these people are still one of the few primitive tribes in the world, moving their livestock from one place to another. So anywhere night comes his home. I want ethnic nationalities in Nigeria to understand the mess they are in. Some of you have no idea the type of the state of hopelessness you're in. I am here to remind you of it. And you may not act upon it, but try to tell your children what you've heard on Radio Biafra. So in the future, as their mother is being raped or their sister abducted, they will say, oh, daddy, remember that thing you told us you heard on Radio Biafra? That is why we preach gospel the way we do. They came from Sierra Leone, from Mali, from Senegal, from Chad, because Fulani in Nigeria hasn't got the numbers to fight. The reason why Southerners have not been attacked in the north, allow me to repeat, the only reason why Southerners have not been attacked in the north is because Hausa poor Hausa peasants and the Fulanis have ground into the dust. If you want to see poverty, go to Kano. Go to Kano State. You see what is poverty. This same downtrodden, because Fulani is a specialist in using people. They love to use people. These same people, they have traumatized their fathers, their grandfathers, every of their lineage going back 6 generations or more. The Hausans have just realized, courtesy of Radio Biafra, that we are no longer going to go out to kill people. We cannot do it for you anymore. And the Fulanis do not have the numbers to do so. Do you know how they managed to stop tomatoes and onions from coming down these past few days? Because anywhere you have any institution, you have Fulani in it, they always aspire to be at the head, to be giving orders and command. So they set up checkpoints where the commander of that very detachment is a Fulani person. That's how they're ruling you. If all of us open our eyes tomorrow to say enough is enough, full land will be sent packing. I'm not asking for them to be attacked or for anybody to, but they cannot be in our forest. So they cannot be in our, no, God forbid. Let them fall. They cannot be in our forest. If we find them there, they are gone. And of course, some of them can testify to the goodness of the Lord in that regard. If we find you in any forest in the east, you are the goner. As I'm speaking, record what I'm telling you, record it, tape it down, and send to anybody you feel like sending it. Our people must understand something. Those killing you are from Senegal, they are from Mali, they are from Niger, they are from Sierra Leone, they are from Chad. They came to rig elections. All of you were there when 14, not 14, 7 year olds were voting. You are there, you saw it. You saw it. People say, oh, well, why do you speak this way about black? I say, because black people are useless. They never act on that thing that is right. Never. Morally speaking, black people are moral bankruptcy. All of you, including your INEC, including observers from Europe, all of you came down during the elections of was it 2015? You saw kids voting in Kano State. You came again in 2019. You saw people, little children voting from the Niger Republic. Didn't you see them? What did you do? You said, oh, although there was rigging, we voted for them. APC won landslide again. They gave money to newspapers. You see, in Africa, every layer of life, or should I say existence, from your doctors to your lawyers, some of them, to your, let's say legal practitioners. We bring it down to those holding high public offices and those serving beneath them. Have you seen the level of wickedness? Do you know that a doctor who took, according to medical ethics, if you see somebody dying in an emergency, you must treat that very person before asking for money. As long as you have the necessary materials or tools to treat that person, you treat them. That is medical ethic. I think it's medicine 101. Go to anywhere and the number one thing is to save life. But do you know that a doctor will know that somebody is... I'm digressing a bit because I want to tell you about the depth of what I call moral bankruptcy in the makeup, in the DNA of black people, why we are in the mess we are in today, and why the Fulanis are ruling all of us. Visit us. A doctor will tell you to go and bring deposit. If you don't bring deposit, somebody will die. You think it's a joke? He'll be there. He'll be looking at somebody dying. You know, when I look at doctors in Nigeria, I know that, you know, when I say people flinch, they say, hey, I know that the devil must be a black man. Satan must be from Africa somewhere. Lucifer. Do you know why I say that? You see a doctor watching somebody die, a pregnant woman that requires cesarean section or operation to bring up the baby. A doctor will tell the family, go and sell your land, I don't care. And the doctor will be watching and will stop breathing. She will die with the baby in her stomach. There is a type of wickedness in the heart of a black man that makes you wonder who actually made these people. After many years of considering the way we behave and the way we react, God Almighty formed IPOB and said you cannot reason like this. For me to love you, for you people to have the freedom that I promised you, your job is not to set yourself free. Your job is to liberate the thinking capacity of an average black person all over the world. That is your job. That is the duty of Biafra. That is why I have sent you come. Stopped. I don't know if they stopped you. I think we are back again. I think they stopped me very briefly there. Broadcasting on my. That I keep doing. try to stop us from doing what Elohim asked us to do. They have failed and will continue to fail. Fulani came into our land because of that same thing in a black man. When you see evil happening, you keep quiet. Because the Fulanis came and took over the house and house themselves helped them to take over other people's land. Because of that, when it came to Biafra, the only people that can defend of you, I say without apologies, everybody, it doesn't matter who you are, without Biafra, you are gone. Without Biafra, you are free. Fulani will take the land from you and kill you in the process. You know what they did? They ganged up against Biafra. They ganged up against anybody trying to speak the truth. They killed Delegiwa, an honest man, the only journalist I know in the history of Nigeria. The only journalist I've ever known is Delegiwa. The rest are all rubbish. You can buy it. After a while, you buy them over, all of them are rubbish. Pure bunk of rubbish. Village idiots. Delegiwa stood on the path of the truth. Babangida killed Delegiwa. Everybody knows this. That Babangida today is an elder statesman. People defer to his opinion, but he's a murderer. He's a killer. You know Babangida is a killer. You know that very well. He killed Delegiwa because Delegiwa was exposing all the things they were doing, all the fraud with MPN and Fujo, all the things, all the evil things. Evil Julius Beggar. Nobody was that man. He's in heaven, of course. They killed him. Delegiwa was fighting for a better life for everybody in Nigeria. They killed him. Nigerians did nothing. Nothing. That is part of that punishment that you're suffering now at the hands of these murderers from the Sahel. Do you think that God will forget? People don't, you know, they go to all these churches and they sing. They jump up and down. They don't even actually understand who God is or how God operates. They have no. Isn't it very funny? The more churches you do, the more mosques you do, the more difficult things become. Have you not noticed it? The more churches you have, claiming you have miracle centers, the more difficult things become for you. Because you are in a period of perdition. I told you in 2015 that Somalia will be better than Nigeria. I am telling you, if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, then apply for it now. If you have not applied for your visa to Somalia, because Somalia is hello, but it's better than, it's way better than the zoo. Because when people see evil, you condone it, and that evil has come to you. Now you are going to discover, as they say, you are about to see something you have never seen before. They came down to our land. They came down to all the way from across the Sahel to rig election in a land that doesn't belong to them. Fulani owns no land in Nigeria. They own nothing. They are visitors. They are, and all of you are there just cowardly. You're afraid of them. Oh, don't say something. Oh, please don't say anything. If you say something, don't say something. All of you, I'm just looking at people and laughing at you. Typical cowardly, wretched black people. You cannot stand up again. They don't even have the numbers. They don't have. All they are doing is that they are boasting in the media because they control it. They can give money to a useless Yoruba newspaper editor to publish junk and he will write for them. That's all they rely on. If you scratch the surface, you see that they are nothing. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the strength in depth. They don't have the know-how to defeat all of us once we are united. Impossible. It is impossible to defeat. Impossible. Now, Yoruba and Igbo are now together. Unbreakable. The bonds we forged are unbreakable. Unbreakable. The East and the West, unbreakable. Imagine when we add middle belts to it, what is going to happen? Do you think anybody can stop us? They'll start begging. Even if it's before, all of you bring the blockade, bring it on, let us see. Are they not the ones now crying and saying, our goods are perishing, let's move food to the side? Who is begging you? Who is begging you? I'm asking. Janjaweed, who is begging you? Fulani people are not even farmers. You see how cunning? You see, they think they're smart. Are they farmers? The only thing that Fulani people do, or what every day, is to move cattle and to occupy political office, military, politics, and moving cattle all over the place. Who are they known to be farmers? Anyway, if they're farmers, why would Jonathan set up a nomadic school? Or should I say, would Jonathan do a thing like that? Why, I ask you? These are some of the very pertinent questions you need to mull over every blessed day to understand the hopelessness of your situation and why you must do something urgently, if not to rescue other people, but to at least rescue your family by reasoning right. Try to reason properly. That's what we're asking you to do. How can you have, should I say, 180 million people to be overrun by people who are not up to 20 million? How is that possible? Because all of you are cowards. They get you to fight one another. They raise idiots and traitors amongst you, and you allow them to live. And the more you allow them to live, they become emboldened. They give them some chicken change. They buy houses in Abuja. They are maybe in Lagos, or they start building hotels here and there. And after a while, they now grow wings. They now think that they are opinion leaders. And they have willing in Yoruba media, willing allies in Yoruba. You know, sometimes I even think that some of these people, they are possessed. They don't even know what they're doing. I'm telling you, they have no idea what they're doing. They are possessed because you cannot. Yoruba have been taken over by Fulani Janjaweed. Yeah, the Yoruba newspaper in Yoruba, for that matter, still trying to defend the Fulani presidency in Asarok. You know, sometimes I struggle to understand. You know, when I pray something, I say to Elohim, are you sure you created these people in your image? They said, let's create man. You know, are you sure these black people, they were made in your image? Because I have never seen such levels of stupidity ever before. Yoruba land is under occupation. They have taken over parts of Oyo. They have taken on those states. Yet you have a Yoruba newspaper editor in Punch, in Nation, in Tribune, writing in favor of the government that have just taken over their land. Hey, Lord God have mercy. Are you following me? They came from all over the place to take your land, and I've taken it. You can't do nothing about it unless you support IPOB, unless you support Eastern Security Network. That is your only savior. Your only savior, morning, noon, and night. IPOB will save all of you. That was why it was very, very, very critical for the Fulani. They told them, go and prescribe IPOB. Now do it. They said, do it now, do it now. To stop them from growing. Because their influence is growing. Do you know why they demonized IPOB before all of you, and the stupid, idiotic Yoruba super editors went along with it? Because that is their game plan. They always divide you. They sow seeds of doubt out in the minds of people, so that you end up hating those that have come to save you. You know, that's a very subtle thing that Western intelligence use in Africa, and it works perfectly well. In Africa, if you are a redeemer in Africa, those you are coming to will end up hating you. They will hate you because there are some units within Western intelligence across Europe. That is their job.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being part of this broadcast this morning. I welcome you once again to this very edition of our broadcast on the platform of the questionnaire, anchored by myself, Mazi David Nana. I want to appreciate every one of you that have joined. Please, if you join us, share, share, share. We need to do the needful. We always need to do the needful. Very, very important. At this critical time of our freedom, there is no dull moment. We must always be ever ready to educate our people, to let them understand what is actually going on. So I want to use this opportunity to appreciate our leaders, Mazen and Kano, in detention in the Sokoto Caliphate, our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekwanjoko. I'm not going to lose sight of the of the fact that we have to also appreciate our eternal leaders, Odumegwu Ojukwu and Philip Effiong. They also have contributed immensely. Their sacrifices brought us this far, and we will continue to fight until we are free out of Nigeria. So as you join us, please share so that other people will get the gist, will get the information. This broadcast is not only meant for you, it is meant for those who are sitting on the fence. It's meant for those who are waiting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out. It's meant for those who are also waiting for our Prime Minister Simon Ekwanjoko, the first Prime Minister of Biafra, to be out before they can join. This broadcast is also for those who are confused, who don't actually know what to do, where to follow. This also is for those who, you know, have embraced sabotage. I want them to know that the sabotage does not pay. As a matter of fact, every saboteur will regret his or her action in the cause of our freedom. You are going to regret every action that you take or you undertake to destroy the freedom of the Biafran people. So this broadcast is for everyone. That is the reason why when you join us, you share the broadcast. Very, very important. So our leader Mazin, upon all 80 million Biafrans in diaspora, in the homeland, upon all the total population of Biafra, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, was asking for 100 men to restore Biafra. You will ask, like somebody rightly asked, what is the criteria for these 100 men that you are looking for? And our leader said, these are the men who are like me, who will be like me. These are the men who are disciplined. These are the men who are committed. These are the men who can give everything for their freedom. These are the men who are going to abandon not physically, spiritually, what every other thing, but focus on Biafra. These are the men that our leader was talking about. Let me play you that clip.
continue to do so. I have another caller who happens to be on Skype. Give us your name and where you're calling from, please. Good morning to you, please. You are calling us from, if you like.
I am Majani Hadidi from Johannesburg.
From Johannesburg as well. The second caller today from South Africa. Please go ahead.
There is a question I have here.
Ask it.
Like from one of your previous speakers, you said that you need about 100 men from Biafra land to join you in this struggle.
Yes.
So I've been wondering within myself since then, trying to know what kind of men are these men that you need.
The type of men we need here at heart, loving Biafra with all their being, willing to sacrifice anything sacrificable for the restoration and the sustenance of Biafra. People who will gladly give anything, I say anything, to ensure that Biafra is restored. And I have a shocking news for you. In all the years that we have been agitating for the freedom of our people, I have not found up to 15 people who are the way that we are, who are willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra is restored, without enmity, without rancor, without greed, without jealousy, without any personal interest. We have been fighting for years. I'm telling you, in all my life, I have not come across up to 15 people that will do anything for Biafra. Never have not. And Chico Kikadiama said, until there are 100 of you, nothing will happen. Minimum 100 of you that can dedicate and give anything for Biafra, and then you see Biafra come. Then we are pushing for that and praying for that. And this year, we are going to make very serious inroads, that I can assure you. So if you are one of those who are prepared, I want you to, the analogy, the simplest analogy is like the disciples that followed Yeshua in the New Testament. Yeshua said to them, you must abandon everything. Everything, even those of you who are fishers of men, you must abandon everything you're doing and come and follow this very ministry. Come and join this very gospel. That is the mindset our people will need to have. It doesn't matter how poor you are, how wealthy you are. You must be prepared. I'm not asking you in the physical to abandon everything you're doing, but in the spirit, your mindset has to be such that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice anything sacrificable to get Biafra. Those are the people we are looking for. That is the 100 we're talking about. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the, I don't know, let me not say it live on air. But when the time comes, you know. And thank you very much for your question. I welcome it and I love it. Thank you very much.
You have listened to our leader, Mazin Nandikano, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra.
The Nigerian Civil War,
of Biafra,
also known as the Biafran War, remains one of the most misunderstood conflicts in African history. For decades, this war has been framed as a simple fight to keep Nigeria together, or a struggle caused by
You have listened to Mazin Nandikano, our leader, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Oh my God. Mazin Nandikano said that he needs 100 men. And somebody was asking him a question. What kind of 100 men that you need? His explanation was so marvelous and so baffling that he said it is like when Yehoshua in the Bible, when he said, You must have to abandon everything spiritually. It is a spiritual speech. Those who are going to be focused on Biafra, those who are going to be committed for Biafra, those who are going to use their heart, both their resources, both their time, their commitment will only be for Biafra. These are the men that our leader Mazin Nandikano was talking about. These are the men that met the criteria of the 100 men that Mazin Nandikano was talking about. Not that you have to abandon what you are doing, your work. No. He was talking about those who are pure in spirit, those who are moved, those who are really moved by their zeal to fight for the freedom of others, those who can commit their resources, those who can commit their time, those who are unbribable, those who are unshakable, those who are committed. These are the 100 men that our leader Mazin Nandekano was talking about. Not those who can change their stand depending on who they are meeting at any time. Not those who can speak for Nigeria government and tomorrow they start thinking about Biafra. Not those who, when they are shaking, they fidget. They are afraid to even pronounce Biafra. They are afraid to even denounce Nigeria. They are afraid to even defend the cause of Biafra. No, this is not the kind of people that our leader was talking about, 100 men. And this set of people that he talked about can never be found in Nigeria. Oh my God. This set of people are not the kind of people that can be found in the Nigeria of today. And our leader, Mazin Nandekano, cannot be in detention and source for 100 men. No. Our leader, Mazin Nandekano, have understood that there is already 100 men available for him. Way back in 2023. If you don't know it. Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku was among the 100 men. Ogechukwu Nkere was among the 100 men. Minister Snow was among the 100 men. Chima is among the 100 men. Oh my God. Minister Love is among the 100 men. Minister Menike is among the 100 men. Okay, is among the 100 men. Mighty Dog, I am among the 100 men. Everybody that have aligned with the Biafran Republic government in exile is part of the 100 men. Because these people have withered the storm. They have stood their ground. Even in the face of harassment, in the face of intimidation, in the face of betrayal, in the face of sabotage, these people have withered the evil time and they are still committed towards this freedom. William, you are among the 100 men. Anybody that is part and parcel of Briggy, I want you to know that 100 men is a figurative speech. Mazin Nandekano is talking about those who are committed. They cannot be multitude, but as many as have committed themselves for the cause of Biafra, you are among the 100 men that our leader Mazen Nandekano was talking about here. So if you hear anybody coming to you and say that Mazen Nandekano want to establish 100 men in Nigeria in prison, these are the people that we should be afraid of. These are the people that are problems that we have in Biafran Restoration Project, because they are the people that are the wheel, the brake, the brake that we are experiencing in the wheel of our progress. How can somebody come and tell you that our leader will be in charge of 100 men while he's in detention? How will somebody now come and tell you that, oh, our leader is going to lead the 100 men from detention? Who does that? Have you seen anything of such? Let me play you that clip, because I want each and every one of you who are listening to use your number 6 and listen to what this charge and bail lawyer, to listen to what a man who said he is a Biafran, a man who understands, who say he's a lawyer, a man who say he's learned, a man who can read, who can write, a man who listens to world news, a man who have seen the activities of Biafran Republic government in exile in Washington, D.C., a man who knows that Briggy has a lobbyist attorney in Washington, D.C., a man who understands that for Nigeria to be held into account, something made it happen. So let me play you the, oh my God, the clip. Let me play you the clip because I want us to, it's something that we are going to take time to address. Estou a vir.
Nigeria with foreign, with local entities. The whole essence is to see to his freedom as well as to see to the realization of the project of self-determination. He also extends his appreciation to Shaware and all those who participated in the very peaceful rally in Aba, Abia State.
He expressed his happiness in the way and manner lovers of freedom, the Coalition for Lovers of Freedom expressed themselves freely without molestation and without rancor. He also appreciates the fact that the governor of Abia State was democratic enough not to interfere with the affairs of the rally. He also appreciated the fact that the 2 persons who were arrested were immediately released. He appreciates the fact that those who organized the rally, those who contributed, and those who executed it did this in a very civilized and democratic way. He thanks all of you who were there in Aba to rally support for his release. He also thanked all those who in one way or the other sponsored or coordinated the affairs of that rally. He appreciates all of you. He specifically offered appreciations to Samsudin, to Ambassador, to Cruise Niger, to Cruise Nation, to Ada Ekwensu, to people of good conscience, to all those who in one way or the other were there. Shaware, Mazana Mekano appreciates you so much for the fight that you have put in for him in the course of his travails. All those who love freedom are activated to engage with the 100-man committee, the 100-man project, and make sure that everything is done positively in the way and manner that he has directed, for the purpose of legal solutions and for the purpose of self-determination, for the purpose of realization of the self-determination project. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you. Good afternoon, all of us of freedom. My name is Nemeke Jofo. I am one of the lawyers to Mazen Namdekano, who brings you greetings to you from Sokoto Correctional Center. On the 13th, 14th, and 15th of March 2026, I was with him. And in the course of our discussions concerning his appeal, he also informed me to tell all lovers of freedom that a 100-man Divine Project for Legal Counsel committee has been established. This committee will comprise of men and women of goodwill who will champion the cause of legal and international relationships with Nigeria, with foreign, with local entities. The whole essence is to see to his freedom as well as to see to the realization of the project of self-determination. He also extends his appreciation to Shaware and all those who participated in a very, very peaceful rally in Aba, Abia State. He expressed his happiness in the way and manner lovers of freedom, the Coalition for Lovers of Freedom, expressed themselves freely without molestation and without rancor. He also appreciates the fact that the governor of Abia State was democratic enough to interfere with the affairs of the rally. He also appreciates the fact that the 2 persons who were arrested were immediately released. Those who organized the rally also contributed this in a very civilized and few rally support for his release. He also thanked all those who in one way or the other sponsored or coordinated the affairs of that rally. He appreciates all of you. He specifically offered appreciations to Sam Shudin, to Ambassador, to Cruise Niger, to Cruise Nation, to Adai Kwensu, to people of good conscience, to all those who in one way or the other were there. Shaware Mazana Mekano appreciates you so much for the fight that you have put in for him in the course of his travails. All those who love freedom are activated to engage with the 100-man committee, the 100-man project, and make sure that everything is done positively in the way and manner that he has directed, for the purpose of legal solutions and for the purpose of self-determination, for the purpose of realization of the self-determination project. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you. Good afternoon, all of us of freedom. My name is ENEMITY. I am one of the lawyers to Mazen Namdekano, who brings you greetings to you from Sokoto Correctional Center on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of March 2026. And in the course of our discussions concerning his appeal, he also informed me to tell all lovers of freedom that a 100-man Divine Project for Legal Counsel committee has been established. This committee will comprise of men and women of goodwill who will champion the cause of legal and international relationships with Nigeria, with foreign, with local entities. The whole essence is to see to his freedom as well as to see to the realization of the project of self-determination. He also extends his appreciation to Shaware and all those who participated in the very, very peaceful rally in Aba, Abia State. He expressed his happiness in the way and manner lovers of freedom, the Coalition for Lovers of Freedom, expressed themselves freely without molestation and without rancor. He also appreciates the fact that the governor of Abia State was democratic enough not to interfere with the affairs of the rally. He also appreciated the fact that the two persons who were arrested were immediately released. He appreciates the fact that those who organized the rally, those who contributed, and those who executed it did this in a very civilized and democratic way. He thanks all of you who were there in Aba to rally support for his release. He also thanked all those who in one way or the other sponsored or coordinated the affairs of that rally. He appreciates all of you. He specifically offered appreciations to Sam Shudin, to Ambassador, to Cruise Niger, to Cruise Nation, to Adai Kwensu, to people of good conscience, to all those who in one way or the other were there. Shaware Mazana Mekano appreciates you so much for the fight that you have put in for him in the course of his travails. All those who love freedom are activated to engage with the 100-man committee, 100 and make sure actively in the way manner that he has directed, for the purpose of legal solutions and for the purpose of self-determination, for the purpose of realization of the self-determination project. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
EFCC can chase Tinubu and Tinubu can no longer talk because he is part of the plot. And when you tell them that Fulani can never love them, they say, oh, they were Muslim, they will love me. What happened to Abiola? Because you people don't know history. You don't have regard for history. Abiola was a Muslim, a very popular Yoruba politician, a successful businessman. They did not give it to him. What makes you to think they'll give it to Tinubu? Are you people insane? Can't you reason very well? Oh, dear me. Now, EFCC is looking for him. They're looking for him. He is in one almighty mess. Another one gone. After using him and his TV station and his e-rats and his newspapers to demonize IPOB. Can you imagine what could have happened had the Yoruba people risen up, Yoruba media, to say when IPOB was proscribed or that kangaroo judgment delivered, had Yoruba newspapers got up to say, no, this is wrong? Do you think today they'll be flying in their forests? A simple question. The time that all these conspiracies were going on against IPOB, had the Yoruba media said, what you are doing to IPOB is wrong. They have not killed anyone. They did nothing wrong. Those with AK-47, why don't you proscribe them? Had they consistently made that very argument, they wouldn't have proscribed IPOB. And with that, Fulani cannot be in their land. But because they failed to do that which is right, that is why today their young people are fighting very bravely to rid their land of Fulani people. Because those people in the middle belt, they kept quiet. They told me, woman is your problem. Biafra is your problem. They want to secede. They want to divide. They want to dismember Nigeria. You believed their lies. Yes, today that is your village. What is your faith today? You believed in all the nonsense they were feeding you. Today, where are you? Where is your village? They fed Benjamin the same garbage. Ojuku is your problem. It was Benjamin that killed Ironsi. An Igbo man. Where is his village today? He's the one that's screaming and shouting, defend yourself. Oh dear me, I don't know when these people will acquire some sense. But we are preaching the gospel of heaven. They came from all over the place. And to make matters worse, Nigeria is a very funny place. And Nigerians are one of the from this earth. And I categorize them as one of the most foolish people to have ever existed. Colonialism, imperialism, and even neocolonialism have done a lot of damage to Black people. But the damage that it did to the brain of an average Nigerian is worse. An average Nigerian cannot reason like a human being. All of them. Every time I come on air, I say this. Once you say, I am a Nigerian, I write you off as a human being, an animal to me. And here's one of them. Do you know who is the presidency? Let me now make it sound very childish, as if we're in a nursery school. Let us start from kindergarten, because people no longer reason very well in the zoo. I don't know if it's hardship, I don't know what it is. In Nigeria, people don't reason like human beings. They reason like animals. Even animals are better than them. And I'll tell you the reason why. Once I push you, I'll show you where I go. Do you know presidency is an answer? Presidency is the group of people, in this case the cabal, running Nigeria. They call themselves presidency. They have now come out today, when did this news break? The news broke today, March the 3rd. They have come out today to confirm the 2017 report of helicopters supplying arms to Delta State. They used helicopters to supply arms to headsmen in Kaduna State, courtesy of the governor of the state, El Rufai, and Butai in the army. The same thing they did in 2017 to Delta. Do you know today that there is no fly zone? I don't know if are people actually following the news. Do you know that today that this same presidency announced that there is no fly zone in Zamfara? Do you know why? That they are using aircraft to supply arms to Fulani bandits. Hey, maybe English is not enough to explain this. I don't know what to do. But let me read it for you. As a rock, the Fulani presidency may have unwittingly confirmed a 2017 allegation that helicopters to ferry arms to Fulani headsmen. Fulani, you know, all of you know it. That is what, do you know what pains me the most? Whoever is the news editor in Channels Television, they know this. AIT, they are aware. Everybody, you know all of these things. Then why are you trying to defend what is indefensible? How can you defend one Nigeria when a presidency, the president himself, have marked all of you out for destruction, or those running the zoo in his name because the idiot is dead? If you doubt me, then ask Biden why he didn't call Buhari then, because my parents are dead. Am I going to call them on the phone? I still have my mother's on my phone. I've not deleted them. They're still there. Although I have them, am I going to call my mom and my dad? It's not possible, because I know they won't answer. The living don't call the dead. That's why Biden did not call for any Buhari, a so-called giant of Africa. Are you people not paying attention? Are you not? Does it mean that you don't listen, or you don't reason, or you don't? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people? I ask you. This same behavior you're putting up now is the reason why Fulani killers are in your forests. But why you cannot understand that is beyond me. This same attitude, this same non-talent, this same attitude of, the way he's talking to us, we don't like it. But okay, maybe you like the way that the Fulani are in the bush. Or how they took over your land. You like that one? Do you love it? A very simple question. The time now is 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Wherever you are, it's a live presentation. I am preaching the gospel of heaven. Heaven will give me message and I pass to the living. That's my job. Heaven will give me message, and it is my duty and responsibility to pass that to those who are living. Now listen. A statement came from Asorok by Malam Garba Shehu, the new president of Nigeria. Him and Femi Adesina, they're now sharing it, which means that their end has come. The end has come. The senior special assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity said there was strong suspicion that choppers were being used to ferry arms to Fulani bandits in Zamfara State. Choppers, where did they get the military aircraft from? So does it mean that your radars are not working in the north? I'm saying this for the benefit of the Yoruba media practitioners, especially channels, Punch newspaper, and not the rest of them. You people, you are directly responsible for the mayhem that the Fulanis have brought upon everybody in the zoo. You are pursuing money because they were giving, APC was giving money to John Momo. He's dead now. All of you, your guy will tell you, hey, if you don't support them now, how are you going to get your salary? Let me ask Channels Television something. You people think we're stupid, don't you? Channels TV, every viable news network in the world survives with advertisement. How many of you has ever seen Channels TV advertise consistently? If you watch CNN now, after every 15 minutes, or 13 minutes, you see advert. People are paying for it. NBC, the same thing. ABC, the same thing. Fox News, the same. Everywhere, Newsmax, the same. They survive on advertising. BBC, that doesn't do advertising, they survive by taking money, tax from TV license payers in the UK, and grant from the, I think it's the overseas, I think it's from the culture minister, culture, whatever. I'm no longer sure. Have you seen any adverts? How many times have you seen adverts on Channels TV? How much did they get from adverts? Now the question: where do they get their money from to pay their staff and to keep the station going? They get it from the government. That's the only way to do it. There are no license fee payers in Nigeria. People don't pay TV license in Nigeria. People are not advertising. So where do you get your money from? Before that, PDP was funding AIT. Now APC is funding China's television. That's why you only have 2 major TV stations in the zoo, essentially. The rest is on contract. If you have something to say, you pay them and they stream it for you. You have wedding, you pay them money, they come, they stream it live. Where does Channels TV get their money from? From the government. So they must always toe the government line. And we are led to believe. Do you see how your problems are multiplying in the zoo? Even those you are relying upon to save you cannot save you. You run to your pastor, and your pastor is more interested in building the next 10 million capacity auditorium. What is happening to you? He doesn't want to know. How many of your pastors have spoken against the occupation of our forests by these aliens from the Sahel? How many? I ask you, how many? I'm sure on Sunday you go and pay your tithe and your offering. Garuba Shehu, senior special assistant to Muhammadu Buhari, who is now dead, of course, said that they're using army to bring arms to bandits. Fulani controlled army, supplying arms and equipment to Fulani bandits from across the Sahel, and you're from Nigeria, as if your brain is not correct. Maybe, you know, sometimes to be honest with you, some days I get so upset that I want to say to Elohim, allow me to ask IPOB to go to sleep. Dissolve ESN. Say to IPOB, no more activities, no more agitation, go arrest for 2 years. So that Fulani can come and do suya with some of our people who are so foolish. If not for IPOB, there will be no Nigeria. What you have today is Islamic Republic of Nigeria. Islamic. They will write it there. Nothing will happen. It's us that have been holding the fort, holding the line. And what did they do? They connive with the same people we are fighting to save, to prescribe IPOB. Illegally, of course. Do you know that today they went to court to discuss the prescription of IPOB? Our case that have been court. For how many years now? 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, nearly 4 years. In a country that wants to be regarded or taken seriously as a nation. For 4 years. Somebody did you wrong, you went to court. And you've now gone to appeal a legal decision that criminalized an entire nation. For 4 years, they've not heard the case. Do you know what happened today? I never knew the case was coming up today. So this morning, of course, as I was led in the spirit, and I decided to write.
Sorry, I was multitasking. I have a lot of things doing at the same time, so I had to, put that broadcast. So I want us to listen to what this charge and bail lawyer Nemeke Ejiofor was saying again, because it's really heartbroken. It's really, really very important that people need to know the kind of people that are surrounding our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. When our leader talked about 100 men, our leader was not in detention when he talked about 100 men. Our leader was talking about 100 men, those who will be committed for the freedom of Biafra, those who will contribute, those who are going to support in any way they can to support the freedom of the Biafran nation. But here you are listening to what charge and bail lawyer Nemeke Ejiofor was telling you that, our leader wants to lead the 100 men from detention. In other words, these people don't want to acknowledge the great work that Biafran Republic government in exile are doing. In the actual sense, the 100 men that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu sought for came since 2023. In fact, those who joined the movement for Biafra since 2019 Many of them were among the 100 men that our leader are talking about, because most of them are still in government, in Biafran Republic government in exile. So when Emeka Ejiofor is telling you about 100 men, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to lead from Sokoto to coordinate affairs all over the world, this is a betrayal of the highest order. This is a betrayal of the highest order. This is a sabotage of the highest order of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he talked about 100 men, he was specific. Before we listen to that, let us hear what Emeka Ejiofor was saying here again. Because I want us to get what this. I want to get what, because it's very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. So I want you to listen very, very attentively. I may be making some interruptions here so that you watch and listen to what he's saying.
Good afternoon, all of us of freedom. My name is Nemeke Ejiofor. I am one of the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who brings you greetings to you from Sokoto Correctional Center. On the 13th, 14th, and 15th of March 2026, I was with him.
On the 13th, 14th, and 15th, he said he was with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Was he in detention, in the detention facility with our leader? Or was he gallivanting all over Sokoto, meeting the politicians, meeting Nigerian government, and writing this script that is coming out here to read, or coming out here to tell you?
And in the course of our discussions concerning his appeal, he also informed me to tell all lovers of freedom that a 100-man divine project for legal counsel.
Have you seen that? That our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asked him, informed him that he is going to set 100-men council in detention. That our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is going to set up 100-men council from detention. Dear friends, I want you to look at this. I want you to reason this. Things does not add up here. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been held. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been held in detention for close to 5 years. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the reason why he was so strong, because he understands that there are people who are actually taking Biafran restoration to another level. These evil men that say they are politicians, come lawyers, that surround themselves with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they don't want our leader to come out. They don't. Look at how they are looking fresh and fat. They are eating fat from the incarceration of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the Nigerian government will always corner them, give them money to try to see if they can cajole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into believing in one Nigeria. So they are going to use every manner of antics, because they know how people value Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know how people revere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know how we respect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So any news they are bringing from Sokoto, they expect that Biafrans will just swallow it hook, line, and sinker without asking questions. That is what they are capitalizing upon, to bring all manner of news that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will now institute 100-men panel or committee where he is in Sokoto. And this committee will comprise from people all over the world. In other words, they are going to be in charge of the recruitment of these people. That is what he's telling you. They are going to, vet the people and they tell them what and what to do.
So, committee has been established. This committee will comprise of men and women of goodwill who will champion the cause of legal.
These men he's talking about and women are the men who is champion. What kind of championing are they talking about? Champion the cost of legal. Since 2021, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention. These people were not able to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Even when the appeal court said that discharge and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they could do nothing to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. And you say that these people want the betterment of the Biafran nation. These people are not Biafran. He cannot be bold enough to talk about Biafra. So how can now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is so fanatic about Biafra, we now institute 100 men, he call it 100-men panel for what? In detention. And how is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going to carry out the activities from inside the cell that is being manned in Sokoto, where he's controlled by the Nigerian government, and their process in the lives of this Nemeke Ejiofor and the Ejimako. So Biafrans, open your eyes. Open your eyes.
And international relationships with.
You see what he's talking about? International relationship. What is the essence of the Biafran Republic government in exile? This thing that this man is talking here is because they have seen that they are failure, and they refuse to appreciate and acknowledge the presence and the actness in international politics of the Biafran Republic government in exile in Washington, D.C. They refuse to accept that fact. They refuse to acknowledge that fact. They refuse to respect Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. Because to them, they are the learned colleague. They would think that, they call themselves lawyers. They should spearhead. They should be in charge of everything. Because to them, they are the ones who should be in charge of everything. Because they are the learned colleague. Therefore, they could not recognize the activities of Biafran Republic government in exile, even when they know the potency of BRGIE in Washington, D.C. These people refuse to acknowledge that. These people fueled our leader false information about what is happening outside. So if our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ever said anything like this, it's because this set of individuals continue to disregard the principles for which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands upon, and they want to coerce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to force Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to accept one Nigeria. They have tried their possible best. The politicians are meeting them. The governors are meeting them. The presidents are meeting them. Oh, you are meeting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, this is 1 million naira in your account. Use it and buy fuel. Use it and buy air ticket. Go to Sokoto. Bring something. Tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that all these people, that nothing is happening. He's going to die in detention. That nothing is happening outside. He should better accept one Nigeria so that they can release him. This is the thing they are feeding him, because that is the only reason why they cannot tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about Biafran Republic government in exile, because they are failures. They themselves have failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran people. That is why they are doing everything humanly possible to discredit Biafran Republic government in exile activities in Washington, D.C. This is why he's coming with this nonsensical information of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling you about the inauguration of 100 men.
Nigeria with foreign, with local entities.
You can imagine Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in detention and coordinating with foreign entities. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in detention. I'm meeting senators in Washington, D.C. I'm meeting senators in Capitol Hill. I'm meeting congressmen and women. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in detention and coordinating activities that is going to release him. Do you listen to yourself? This is Nnaemeka Ejiofor. These people are evil. These people are evil, and they are the reason why our people are suffering. They are the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. Every one of them are living large. Every one of them are making money out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case and incarceration. They don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. They bring all manner of excuses, all manner of antics in order to still hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. But we, the Biafran people, we are seeing everything that is happening. And we are telling them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never lead from detention. The 100 men that our leader talked about are men and women of integrity. Men and women who knows what it means to fight for freedom. Men and women who can give it their all. Men and women who can sacrifice everything sacrificable for Biafra to be restored. That is the 100 men that our leader is talking about. And we have it in quantum in Biafran Republic Government in exile under the Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere. And that is why you can see what our lobbyists, our attorneys, and our Prime Minister is doing in Washington, D.C. And it's yielding results. But these people don't want to give him the credit. Oh, because they say he's not a learned man. He did not go to school. He did not, he did not have their degrees. Okay, you have degree in lawyer, but you cannot free your leader. Let me tell you, there is division of labor. For the fact that you went to school does not mean that you are reasonable and sensible. For the fact, look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump, is he a lawyer? Is Donald Trump a lawyer? He's a businessman, but he is the leader of the free world today. And look at what he has brought to the table. He's making things happen. The same thing applies to our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere. You may not call him a learned colleague like most of you, but he is more brilliant, more sensible, more strategic than all of you put together who are calling themselves learned colleagues. Because you people can have nothing to offer. You have money, but you can't support the freedom of your people. You can't even speak about your freedom. But this is a man who have given it his time, his resources, to go to Washington, D.C., meet senators, spend his money to make sure that Biafran Restoration Project is accomplished. And you people are trying to rubbish every effort that Biafran Republic Government in exile is put in place for Biafra and the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These people are failures. So Biafrans, see the people that are responsible for the insecurity, the continued detention of our leader in Sokoto. Nnaemeka is one of them. Aloy Ejimako is one of them. All the legacy, including Maswell, every one of them is part and parcel of the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still very much in detention today. And they have not stopped. They will continue to play their card. Why the Nigerian government are supporting them? Why the Nigerian government are funding them? Because if these people are not liaising with Nigerian government, are not being kickbacked, they are not given some pocket money by the Nigerian government, these people cannot be allowed to go to Sokoto anyhow. It cannot. We know what the government is all about. So, Biafrans, open your eyes. These people are the enemies of our leader, but they cannot deceive us because the 100 men our leader talked about are already here. And we are not going to relent until freedom is restored.
The whole essence is to see to his freedom.
Look at it. The whole essence is to see to his freedom. 100 men to see to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. So it means you people have failed. You people that are lawyers have failed. You really failed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because you guided Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into Sokoto prison with your activities. You were not truthful to the world. You were not truthful to the Nigerian government. Because if all of you that were defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu really came out to defend our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with every atom of sincerity and commitment to the rule of law, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be jailed, because all of you were found one thing: you could not stand the heat of the Nigerian government. You obeyed, you give in to the Nigerian government antics, and that is why our leader today is in detention. And you are coming out. You are not relenting as well. You have not stopped. You continue to deceive the Biafran people, but not the Biafrans of BRGIE. You can only deceive the gullibles like Obi Kubana, Cubana chief priest, and all these gullible Nigerians, or all these gullible Biafrans who think that Nigeria is attainable, who think that the election can work in Nigeria. These are the people you can deceive, not Biafrans that are following the Biafran Republic government in exile, not the 100 men that are already in Biafran Republic government in exile that are doing the needful. You cannot deceive them. They are already here. So this is one of your one of the scripts written by the Nigerian government for you to come and read, so that everybody will focus on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow now, the 100 men will now you say, "Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, oh, go and vote for Tinubu. Tinubu will release him." Evil people.
As well as to see to the realization of the project of self-determination.
You look at him, the realization of the project of self-determination. So Nelson Mandela got freed South Africa through the in prison, self-determination. Inside prison, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is incarcerated, will now self-determine, will now release himself. It is the Biafran people are not, they are not reasonable, they are not sensible to come now and believe all this nonsense that this man is talking about. To realize self-determination, you have to now join the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison to free Biafrans, over 80 million Biafrans, out of the Nigerian government stronghold. It's really, really unfortunate. And it's really, really a pity that we have people like this who surrounded themselves, our leader surrounded himself with people who are not truthful, people who are not committed, people who are not really for freedom, people who are enemies of our freedom. Those are the people who surrounded our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You go to Sokoto as a legal representative of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What you go to Sokoto to discuss is 100 men project. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu leading 100 men from prison. What kind of mindset is that? Where did you people have that knowledge that a prisoner can free himself? Because of your hatred, because you are not the one in charge, because you people are not the one in charge of Briggy, and because the wonderful result that Briggy is bringing, you people don't want to appreciate that. You don't want to acknowledge that. But you see that it is happening in Washington, D.C. American government can even tell you about it. Find out. But because you think that, oh, you want everything to come from you people, so therefore, every other person that is doing something for Biafra to be restored is making no sense. You failed with Avid. You failed with IPOB. Now you are coming with 100 men. It is already a failed project.
He also extends his appreciation, participated very, very peaceful rally in Aba, Abia State. He expressed his happiness in the way and manner Lovers of Freedom, the Coalition for Lovers of Freedom, expressed themselves freely without molestation and without rancor. He also appreciates the fact that the governor of Abia State was democratic enough not to interfere with the affairs of the rally. He also appreciated the fact that the 2 persons who were arrested were immediately released. He appreciates the fact that Those who organized the rally, those who contributed, and those who executed it did this in a very civilized and democratic way. He thanks all of you who were there in Aba to rally support for his release. He also thanked all those who, in one way or the other, sponsored or coordinated the affairs of that rally. He appreciates all of you. He specifically offered appreciations to Samsudin, to Ambassador, to Cruise Niger, to Cruise Nation, to Ada Ekwensu, to people of good conscience, to all those who in one way or the other were there. Shaware, Mazana Mekano appreciates you so much for the fight that you have put in for him in the course of his travails. All those who love freedom are activated to engage with the 100-man committee.
You see what he's talking about? All those who love freedom. All those who love freedom. All those who love freedom. They're appealing to every freedom fighter to come and join them so that they'll contribute money for you. The next stage is, oh, Mazin Nandi can say they should fund the 100 men so that you people will continue to make money out of Mazin Nandi Kanu. You people will continue to feed fat out of Mazin Nandi Kanu. We are watching. We are watching all these people who are the enemies of our freedom. You people are enemies of Mazin Nandi Kanu. You have seen the work that Biafran Republic government in Ezra is doing in Washington, D.C. Does it cost anything for you to appreciate? Even if you cannot appreciate it in the open, secretly, if actually these people want Biafra to be free, they have seen, they tend to, close their eyes and close their ears as if they don't hear, they don't know, they don't hear, they have not seen what Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere is doing. The same thing happened where Simon Ekpa, our first Prime Minister, was here. All of them feigned ignorance as if nothing is happening. They focus on IPOB, something that you see that is happening. Ndị be anyị sị na ihe agba n'aka ada eji enyo ele ya. We don't need you people to validate Biafran Republic government in Ezra. America has given that validation through their write-ups. Even Nigerian government, your Nigerian government have even written. You saw daily newspapers report on Biafran Republic government in Ezra, but all these people refuse to act. They refuse. They do as if it does not exist. That is complicity on their part because they know their agenda. They know that if they promote it, that will be the end of their, their career because they will be irrelevant. Yes, they will be irrelevant. Everybody will now focus on Biafran Republic government in exile. So that is why they cannot validate it because once they validate it, their career have gone. So they want to continue to hold on to their career. When they go to meet Mazin and they take money from the governors. They take money from Nigerian government. When they come and present something that is not obtainable. Nigerian government have already warned them not even to associate with Biafran Republic government in Ezra. They understand when Tinubu, when one of the reporters from I think it's UK talked about the potency of the Biafran Republic government in exile, what they are doing in Washington DC. All these people, they have that information, but they don't want to appreciate that. They don't want to validate that because they know, they understand, they have seen, they have even heard what BRGI is doing in Washington DC, but they can never appreciate that fact. That is why you see them today, they try to discourage the people. They try to feel like Mazin Nandi Kanu don't know anything about what is happening. This is actually what they were doing. Why Mazin Nandi Kanu sacked every one of them and defended himself. They could not present the clear picture of the legal processes for Mazin Nandi Kanu because they are afraid. Mazen Nnamdi now opted to defend himself. When people like these people who call themselves lawyers are there, they are still doing it. They don't want to repent. They don't want to change. They are still deceiving our people. They see white, they say it's black. They see black, they say it's blue. Evil men everywhere. Look at what Gumi is doing with the terrorists. Gumi is not even afraid to talk about the bandits. But all of you are so afraid to associate with a government that is actually fighting to liberate you out of the Nigerian that is even holding your neck, pressing you and Aloy Ejimakors' neck, trying to see how you can convince Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The government that is treating Nigeria fuck up in Washington, D.C., you people refuse to appreciate, refuse to acknowledge it. Shame on to all of you.
The 100-man project that is done positively in a way and manner that he has directed for the purpose of legal solutions and for the purpose of self-determination, for the purpose of realization of the self-determination project. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Dear friends, you have listened to Nnemeka Ejiofor. Nnemeka Ejiofor. Nnemeka Ejiofor exposed himself. Have already exposed himself. Nnemeka Ejiofor has already exposed himself. They are agents of the Nigerian state. They are agents of the Nigerian state, trying to deceive their family, trying to deceive that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu want to lead from detention. Under Biafran Republic government in exile, we can never be deceived because we know what we are doing. The men and women that our leader talked about, if you see this picture, they are in this government. These are the men and women, and a lot of them are still in Brigade. These are the men and women of goodwill. These are the men who have sacrificed their time, their resources. These are the women who have sacrificed their time, their resources to make sure that Biafra Restoration Project is funded. They work day and night. They work hours. In some cases, 3-4 jobs. And when they do, on Saturday, they come and make donations. On Sunday, they go to town hall meeting. Anywhere you call them, they donate a gemma, they donate a gem for our freedom. These men are not relenting. These are the men that our leader talked about. Let me play you once again what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said about the 100 men so that you will understand. You will understand. Because a lot of you don't understand. When our leader said 100 men, a question came to our leader. A question was asked Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
I have another caller who happens to be on Skype. Give us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're from, if you may.
I am Daniel Diego from Johannesburg.
From Johannesburg as well. The second caller today from South Africa. Please go ahead.
There is a question I have here.
Ask it.
Like from one of your previous broadcasts, you said that you need about 100 men.
He asking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, from your previous broadcast, you are asking of 100 men. What kind of men? What do you mean? Where is this men going to come from? What is their criteria? What will be their qualification? This was the question that was asked to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu about the 100 men. This Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was not in detention. No. when this question was asked him. So listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu response.
Yes.
From Biafra land.
Yes.
To join you in this struggle.
Yes.
So I've been wondering within myself since then, trying to know what kind of men are these men that you need.
What kind of men do you need, Ohamadike? Ohamadike needed the lives of Ikonso. That is the kind of man that he needs from Biafra land. The kind of man that is going to stand the test of time. The kind of men that can sacrifice and protect their people. That is the kind of men that Ohamadike needed from Biafran territory. The kind of men that can stand and defend Biafra. The kind of men that can stand and fight for Biafra. The kind of men that can defend the women and children of Biafra. The kind of men that cannot be, they are not afraid to talk about our restoration, to talk about our freedom. This is the kind of man that Ohamadike said he needed. I want you to listen to this response from our leader, because it is going to form the basis to trash what you see this man that say is Nnemeka, a lawyer. Is going to trash the basis under which he's standing, where he's coming from. The kind of men that our leader talked about is not men that you see white and say white is black. No. Listen to hear the kind of men that our leader was talking about.
The type of men we need are those who are pure at heart.
The kind of men that we need are those who are pure at heart. Those who are pure at heart. Those who are truthful at all times.
Loving Biafra with all their being.
These people must love Biafra with all their being. These people must speak for Biafra with all their being. These people must support Biafra with all their being. These people must fund Biafra with all their being. These people must stand for Biafra with all their being. This is the kind of people that our leader talked about, the 100 men.
Willing to sacrifice anything sacrificable for the restoration and the sustenance of Biafra.
These people should be willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable, including their own lives, including their resources, including their time, for the restoration of Biafra. Oh my God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet of our time.
People who will gladly give anything, I say anything, to ensure that Biafra is restored.
People that will gladly give anything to ensure that Biafra is restored. These are the people that our leader talked about, the 100 men. You can only find them in Biafra Republic government in exile. The likes of Ogechukwu Nkere. These are the people that our leader was talking about. Not any useless charge and bail lawyer.
And I have a shocking news for you. In all the years that we have been agitating for the freedom of our people, I have not found up to 15 people.
You heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very clearly. Yes, in all the years 2012 to 2021 that this broadcast was made, our leader did not find the 100 men. So where is Jimako? Where is Nnemeka? The 100 men that he's talking about. How did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now have the 100 men in detention? The 100 men were discovered since 2023, when the activation of the Biafran Republic government in exile came into being. These men are the men who have stand their test of time. These men are the men who are making Biafra restoration projects go wide in the world. These men are the men who are representing Biafra in Washington, D.C. These men are the men who are contributing for Biafran freedom. These men are the men who can give everything for Biafran restoration. Not those that find themselves in Nigeria, take money from Nigeria, and come out to deceive Biafrans. No!
Who are the way that we are. Who are willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra is restored without enmity, without rancor, without greed, without jealousy, without any personal interest. We have been fighting for years. I'm telling you, in all my life, I have not come across up to 15 people that will do anything for Biafra. Never, I have not. And Chukwu Abiyama said, until there are 100 of you, nothing will happen. I need minimum 100 of you that can dedicate and give anything for Biafra, and then you see Biafra coming. Then we are pushing for that and praying for that. And this year, we are going to make very serious inroads, that I can assure you. So if you are one of those who are prepared, I want you to, the analogy, the simplest analogy is like the disciples that followed Yeshua in the New Testament. Yeshua said to them, you must abandon everything. Everything, even those of you who are fishers of men, you must abandon everything you're doing and come and follow this very ministry. Come and join this very gospel. That is the mindset our people will need to have. It doesn't matter how poor you are, how wealthy you are. You must be prepared. I'm not asking you in the physical to abandon everything you're doing, but in the spirit, your mindset has to be such that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice anything sacrificable to get Biafra.
You see what he said? Your mindset should not be that of one Nigeria. Your mindset should not be that of election in Biafra land. Your mindset should not be, oh, let us come for political position. Your mindset should be one of sacrificing everything, including your life, for Biafra to be restored. Can you find Nemeka in that category? Can you find a Jumako in that category? Can you find any of the lawyers in that category? The answer is capital no. So where is he coming from? These 100 men that he's talking about from detention. So these people are the enemies of our freedom. These people are the people who are trying to destabilize the good works that government in exile have done. These people are the people who don't want to promote Ogechukwu Nkere, our prime minister's good work in Washington, D.C. These people are the ones who feign ignorance of every good thing that BRGIE has done, but rather they want to destabilize, they want to discredit, they want to deceive our people. But we are here. At the end of this process, they are going to know that they have themselves to blame for coming against Biafran government.
Those are the people we are looking for. That is the 100 we're talking about. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the, I don't know, let me not say it live on air. But when the time comes, you know. And thank you very much for your question. I welcome it and I love it. Thank you very much.
Our leader said he will not say the where you are going to find these men. He cannot say it on air. Yes. So why is now Nemeka now telling you that he's telling you that man they cannot say 100 men, let them come together. He say he's saying you cannot say these people on air. But all this deception, this deception of Nemeka, this deception of Nemeka have already been destroyed. This deception of the charge and bear lawyers are already failed. They have already failed. This deception of all these people have already failed. About is in Biafran Republic government in exile. The men that our leader talked about are doing exceptionally well in government of Biafra. Whether they acknowledge it, whether they appreciate it or they don't appreciate it, the good words of Ogechukwu Nkere is speaking for him in Washington, D.C. The argument of Briggy is speaking for him, in Washington, D.C. So, let us understand that all the enemies of Biafra are rising up once again. They have seen what Biafran government, the achievement of our government in Washington, D.C. So they are shaking. They are surprised that even with their degrees, they cannot achieve nothing. But our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere, the men and women that we find in Biafran government are doing more than enough to make sure that Biafra is restored. And we are using this opportunity to call on Biafrans in the homeland. We are using this opportunity to call on Biafrans in diaspora. This is the time for you to come and support what is being done for Biafran restoration. This is the time for you to support Biafran government because the government is doing exceptionally well. This is not a time to gossip. This is not a time for you to listen to Nemeka or listen to what all these people are saying. No, this is a time for us to financially support the Biafran government in exile, to support our active Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere, because he's doing wonderfully well in Washington, D.C. We need to equip our Biafran Defense Forces. The army of Biafra need to be equipped with everything that we have so that they will continue the protection of our land. It is quite unfortunate that these people don't want to appreciate the good works that our Prime Minister is doing and the cabinet members of Briggy. It is very, very sad. But we take solace in the fact that our leader told us, made us to understand that everybody will not be participating in the freedom for their people. Only very few. Only very few. And those few are doing wonderfully well in Biafran Republic government in exile. Every other person, what we needed is your financial support. If you can't give us your money, then you can also take the IOU loan, where you can give or loan the Biafran government your money, and you have 100% interest rate, a refund when Biafra is fully restored. Because the fight that we are in now is very much capital intensive. Russia, Ukraine are independent countries, but they still need money in order to defend their land. Then you can imagine us that is fighting for our freedom. We are not yet gotten our freedom. So it means that we need money. We need money. We need money. We need money so that Briggy will continue to do wonderful work in Washington, D.C. So I appreciate our Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere. You are really the man. You are among those that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about, the 100 men. I appreciate the cabinet members of Briggy. All of you are exceptional. You are among those, the 100 men. You all have demonstrated that fact. Every blessed Saturday, every day, people make donations, make payments, support the Biafran Republic government in exile. And it's because of this support, the little that people contribute, that is making our Biafra land safe today. And with what our lobbyists and attorneys are doing in Washington, D.C., that is why Nigeria will be destroyed. Not with what Nemeka and Ejimako, one Nigerianist lawyers, who incidentally find themselves alongside with our leader Mazin Nandekano. Now with what they are doing, they are not there for freedom. They are not here for Biafra. So they cannot have they don't have the moral standing to even talk about 100 men. 100 men is a divine project. 100 men are those who are committed to Biafra, not those who are afraid to speak about Biafra. Yes, Nnaemeka cannot wholeheartedly come out now and say, oh, Mazen Nandekano, that he is defending a Biafran, and he is a Biafran, and he has to defend a Biafran. No, he cannot say that. He must talk about, oh, one Nigeria, politically correctness. Oh, one Nigeria, we all are one Nigeria, but self-determination, they try to be politically correct. But Mazen Nandekano will tell you how it is. And that is why he said that 100 men that he needed are people who are committed, who can give everything. Just like when Christ said, leave everything and follow me. These are the people that he's talked about 100 men, not people who will look back, look left and right and see if there is any Nigerian around them because they can say they are Biafran. No. Anytime you wake up a real Biafran, he will be proud to say, I am a Biafran. And when he's defending Mazin Nandekano, there is no two ways about that. There is no two ways. He has to say it the way it is without being politically correct. So the 100 men that Mazin Nandekano talked about, you find it in Biafran Republic government in exile. The men and women that are supporting this government are among the 100 men. So you have to be part of these 100 men to come and support our freedom. Very, very important. So I want to appreciate every one of you who joined me on this broadcast this morning. My sister Mary, greetings from here. Thank you so much. And every one of you that have joined me. Let me highlight some of your, tweets or messages. Mary said, good morning, learning, learning, learning. Thank you so much. Claire Roshi said, Ohamadike bụ nwa Chineke, indeed. Yes. Ohamadike Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ nwa Chineke. Is a child of God. Is a prophet of our time. There is no two ways about that. Okay. Claroshi said, people that Nigeria call to bar can never fight for freedom. We are watching them in the ocean. Exactly. Nigeria called them to bar. They can only play to Nigeria government, they will play their script. They have to respect Nigerian government script. They try to deceive our people. Sorry, I was multitasking. So, people that are called to the Nigerian bar can never fight for Biafra. They are afraid of their lives. So, yes, we are watching them. Mazin and the Kano legal team. This is not the first time they have disappointed our leader. But the truth of the matter, we have told them, stay on your lane. Anything about Biafra, remove your hand about it, because we have a government that is doing the needful. But they don't want to listen because they are not finding themselves relevant anymore. So they now want to enter into another listing. Another tweet from our sister. He said, these lawyers think that Biafrans and fear will punish people everywhere. Of course, our people have died enough. These people should understand that Mazin and the Kano have passed through a lot since 2017, even 15, up to this moment. His parents have died. He has missed his children for long. And they continue to play with the Nigerian government script to keep Mazin and the Kano while trying to deceive the totality of the Biafran people. They should understand that we are no longer kids. We are watching. They are complicit in this matter. We are watching all of them. And at the appropriate time, everybody we pay the held into account. NK says, so sad, wickedness on another level. Yes, their wickedness is appalling. Mazin Nandikan is in detention, and instead of these people to focus on what Biafran government is doing in Washington, D.C., put that support that is needed. Put that support that Ogechukwu Nkere and our lobbyists needed in Washington, D.C. Instead of them to do that, they are now writing another script. In order to hold Biafran people hostage, using Mazin Nandikan to hold other people hostage. We are watching. It's so sad. That is another level of wickedness. But one thing is a consolation for every Biafran. At the end of this tunnel, we are going to be happy. And all these people, they are going to cry. They are going to weep forever thinking about sabotage or destroying this Biafran movement. We can't be deceived or distracted any longer. Briggy is focused on our eyes and the rising sun. We can never be distracted. They have distracted us enough. When Ngozi and Emma and the IPOB Nigeria, when they want Nigerianist, political solutionist, they tried to distract us. We are focused more than ever. Nobody is going to distract us any longer. Biafran Republic government in exile is focused, and we are focusing our eyes on the ball. The goal, we are going to score that goal shortly. Very shortly, we are going to score that goal, and the whole people will marvel. Those who did not appreciate what BRGI is doing now, we appreciate it in the nearest future. So this is an opportunity for you that is listening to join the Biafran Republic government in exile. Make your donations, make your support to Biafran Republic government in exile. www.biafranrepublicgovernment.org. Check our website. You can see the wonders of Briggy. You'll be convinced to be part of what Briggy is doing for Biafran freedom. Very, very important. It is possible that these lawyers sold out. Yes, it is 100% possible because they are in Nigeria. They are practicing in Nigeria. And you know, Nigeria will come with harassment, intimidation, death threat. They can hold your family into ransom, hold your children, and then you have to abide. You have to play by the rules, by their own rules. So it is possible. They sold out. That's why, for the mere fact that they cannot appreciate the activities of Biafran Republic government in Ezra, that is a proof that they sold out already. These legal people actions are dead on arrival. Yes, whatever they are doing is dead on arrival. Whatever they are doing is dead on arrival. We have passed through all this before. If BRGIE could not be destroyed between 2024 after the Biafran restoration project, nothing can happen to it again. So we have seen this before. Umokoko, all these professors, all these lawyers, all of them are umokoko. They are intellectuals. They are all intellectuals. Don't mind those intellectuals. Yes, we will not consider all the atrocities they are committed in moving forward. No, we are going to remain focused. BRGI is focused in what it's doing, and we are going to get to our destination very shortly, and all of them will marvel. So we can't mind those idiots. They are inconsequentials. Continue to deceive the people. They can only deceive people like them, not greedy. Thank you so much, my brother. We all are in for this together. It is a collective effort. Anyukoma Aminono, Obo Ofufu. Collectively, we are going to achieve our aim. We are going to achieve our aim. Ndewo Chineke, David. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, Glorioshi. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. It's quite unfortunate. They will get the lesson that they desire very, very soon. Because nobody can try to sabotage our freedom and go scot-free. It's not going to happen. So they are going to get the repercussions of every action that they take against our freedom. Very, very important. It's quite unfortunate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have endured all this wickedness for long. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was built for this Biafran restoration. So that is why. If not, Biafran would have been another history, forgotten history. But because our leader was chosen for this job, it must be accomplished. And besides, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give up tomorrow, we have a government. So that is one good thing about this government. We have a government that is going to take Biafran to its desired destination. So our leader, it's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. Please share this information. It's for everybody. Let everybody know what is happening. Let everybody understand that Biafran Republic government in Ezra is in charge of Biafran Liberation Project. Nothing is going to stop that. So let everybody now forget about Ifa Nnaemeka or Ejimako, all this nonsense they are talking about. We are unfocused. BRGIE is the vehicle that is taking us to our destination. No two ways about that. We are not going to listen from anyone all the way from Sokoto. No, 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 no. We are not going to listen to anybody from Sokoto, not even our leader, Mazin Nandekan, because he is not free. We can only listen to our leader when he's outside territory called Nigeria. Yes, that is a fact. So we are not going to listen to all these people. Not to talk of our leader leading from Sokoto, listen to Mazin Nandekan. In the history of freedom fighting, where have you seen a freedom fighter leading from prison? That's one thing that people who are reasonable should think about. Nnemeka Ejiofor is now working for CRC-BG. They are using him to validate their so-called 100 men. Thought they will send him to manipulate the brain of the gullibles. We understand their game. Whether he's working for CRC, BGC, whatever, whatever. The real Biafran people understand what 100 men is all about. And where our leader talked about 100 men. I've played the video, the broadcast 2 times or 3 times here. He talked about people who are committed. He talked about people who who can sacrifice everything, who can give everything for their freedom. People who can even give their life. Okay, he's not talking about Alota Balaga. He's not talking about people who will come and blow trumpet or blow whistle. And you don't even, who are the people that are doing the needful? Go to Washington, D.C. American government will tell you. So we don't even need to validate ourselves. The American government will validate what BRGI is doing. So we don't need their validation at all. So Machineke, it's good morning from here as well. Thank you so much. Good morning, Mazi. I greet you as well. So everybody that been part of this broadcast, I really appreciate every one of you. Please share, share, share. Okay, Mary, I'll send you the link now. Sorry, my sister. Sorry. Let me share the link for anyone who wants to join me. Please let me share the link for anyone who wants to join me. To join me and make your contribution. Very, very important. Yes, here comes the link. Sister Mary, if you want to join me, click the link and join us. The 100 men that our leader talked about, we have it in Biafran Republic government in Ezra. The 100 men are here. Support your freedom. Support BRGIE. Support our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere. Make your donation to the appropriate quarters. www.biafranrepublicgovernment.org. All in small letters, no space. Government in full, everything in full. And support the freedom of your people. Make a wise choice today. Make a wise decision. Don't follow Nigeria politicians who said they are defending our leader, Mazin Nandekan. In the course of this Biafran freedom, a lot of things have been exposed. A lot of people have been exposed as well. Religiously, people have been exposed. Politically, people are also exposed. In the movement itself, people have been exposed. Even in the government, people have been exposed. So, Chukwu Okike Abiyama have made everything for Biafrans to see those who are actually fighting for their freedom. So it is something that God have destined that Biafra must be restored in our time. So Mary, if you are still here, please, you can click the link and join me on the studio and make your contribution. So the Biafran Restoration Project is something that God have ordained that is going to come, irrespective of all this back and forth, all this sabotage, all this that they are trying to discourage people, trying to paint Biafran government black, or people trying to take glory for what BRGIE is doing. It has already been designed that such thing is going to happen.
Very much. That is the nonsense we're putting to an end, and we must continue to do so. I have another caller who happens to be on Skype. Give us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
I am Mazani Hadiego from Johannesburg.
From Johannesburg as well. The second caller today from South Africa. Please go ahead.
There is a question I have here.
Ask it.
Like from one of your previous broadcasts, you said that you need about 100 men.
Biafra with all
Mary, good morning.
Good
Can you hear me?
to open.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mary, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Biafrans are listening. If you can make your contribution, you are welcome. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm trying to.
Oh my God, the network kicked her out again. Please join back, join back, join back. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important.
their being, willing to sacrifice anything sacrificable for the restoration and the sustenance of Biafra. People who will gladly give anything, I say anything, to ensure that Biafra is restored. And I have a shocking news for you. In all the years that we have been agitating for the freedom of our people, I have not found up to 15 people who are the way that we are, who are willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra is restored, without enmity, without rancor, without greed, without jealousy, without any personal interest. We have been fighting for years. I'm telling you, in all my life, I have not come across up to 15 people that will do anything for Biafra. Never, I have not. And Chukwukika Biama said, until there are 100 of you, nothing will happen. I need minimum 100 of you that can dedicate and give anything for Biafra, and then you see Biafra come. Then we are pushing for that and praying for that. And this year, we are going to make very serious inroads, that I can assure you. So if you are one of those who are prepared, I want you to, the analogy, the simplest analogy is like the disciples that followed Yeshua in the New Testament. Yeshua said to them, you must abandon everything. Everything, even those of you who are fishers of men, you must abandon everything you're doing and come and follow this very ministry. Come and join this very gospel. That is the mindset our people will need to have. It doesn't matter how poor you are, how wealthy you are. You must be prepared. I'm not asking you in the physical to abandon everything you're doing, but in the spirit, your mindset has to be such that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice anything sacrificable to get Biafra. Those are the people we are looking for. That is the 100 we're talking about. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the, I don't know, let me not say it live on air. But when the time comes, you know. And thank you very much for your question. I welcome it and I love it. Thank you very, very much.
Can you hear me?
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
Welcome.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, everyone. I just, I just stand up and I said, let me just go to the, pass around, and I saw you and I see the 100 men. I said, no, and this one brought me
Yeah.
back. Yesterday I was so down, I
Yeah.
cannot speak in Twitter. I just hold myself. But I'm lucky that I'm yes. Biafra, good morning. Good
Okay.
morning, our Prime Minister. Good morning, our Prime Minister, Masi Okenkere Abasi. Good morning, our leader, Masi Nnamdi Okukalo. Good morning, Itiare Kondo, Masi Simon Ekpa Njoko. We love you guys. Wherever you guys be, we pray for peace and good health and patience. Very soon, we will see you guys. You know, that is hard to be. Yes, my people, because of the 100 men, the sword of destroy, the people who want to destroy you, they forgot them copying our leader. They don't even know what it means for 100 men. These people don't know. They just want to copy his word. The word can become if they are not saying with the truth, it can become a punishment for them because they don't know the meaning. They are using to destroy the brain. But what our leader said, it was not for destroying humanity. He was asking for 100 men to restore Biafra. Why I come in here to tell these people they should send this message to them. that the word they said is not our leader's voice. They copied
Exactly.
it. Yes, as you copy it, you want to speak his word, speak with truth, speak with honest. Because his word is not a word of humanity destroy, it's a word of, repair what the world destroy and keep. It's him to come to speak so that the word of God will come to pass. But you, where said 100 men, you copy his word, said it with truth, and said it to save humanity. But if you said it to destroy Biafra, Biafra will destroy you first. The land will destroy you first. Because our leader was asking for strong and truth men who can join him. Because the people was around him. It was not real men. There was not truth. And Itiade Kondo come and said, if you need 100 men, he himself will be 50 men. Go and look for the rest. So we to join hands together and restore our land. Not to fight for Nigerian, new Nigerian, or Nigerian 2027 coming. If you do that, you will pay. We don't care how many you are. We don't care how plenty you be. One person
Exactly.
can destroy a lot. So, Biafrans, when the Takia come, you must understand. When the gossip come, you must understand, because the last ending is not a joke. Different kind of things will come out, but you have to strong. You have to determine, because you already determine your mind that this is what you want, and this is your land, and you have to do exactly what other people did for you to save
Exactly.
yourself. So you
Yes.
don't need to listen. You don't need to listen for the people who come to destroy you. When our leader asking this question, he was outside. He said that the
Exactly.
world was a year before they kidnapped him. You will ask these men, where was there? How many years our leader sit there inside that hole? I want to ask these men something, and you must answer. If you don't answer yourself, he will not be joke. That is the truth. He will not be joke. It's not something you can play with.
Yeah.
You will ask yourself, when our leader asked you this time inside dungeon, where he sit in the dark hole, did him don't want to see the light as you seeing it? Did our leader, you don't want to see his children? Did our leader don't like to see the light of the God, where morning he will see the light, evening he will see the dark? Did our leader not want to see that? Did you people think where you keep him is so enjoying, so happy? Where do you go to see him? Did you ever allow him to see light, the whole outside, but you to go there to say you sit with him and discuss? Igbowo don't go out, Yoruba man. Why will Igbowo go out? Did our leader don't like it to go out like that? Because he don't want to sold his children, his land to enemy. That is why he's here. So, my people, may I beg you people, don't listen to gossip. Because it's not our leader send him. But then they will pay. Because this is how they confuse your mind. They are not talking about in the north. Your prevent
Go
what
ahead. I'm
only
coming.
is happening. Okay, sir. You want to prevent what is happening in the north, not to happen in our land. If these people cannot open in the whole world said in the night, yes, Nigeria is night. In Nigeria, darkness night in the northern region of Nigeria. That the indigenous people in this land, the terrorists from Sahel, what our leader prevent not to happen to us. In the north, they are running. How many years our leaders sit out there? They are still killing, they are still killing people in Nigeria. They are still sending people out of their land, go to unknown place, forfeit other people land, disturb other people peace. In the name of what? In the name of Nigerian true government. They send humanity to inside the bush where them and animal and mosquitoes, snake, name it. He will be their friend, he will be their sister, he will be their communication. And you people cannot go there and say this cannot happen. Instead of that, you Biafra man forcing yourself, forcing your children, forcing, because why I say children, not only one person get pikin. One pikin is for all mothers. One pikin for somewhere else is for all fathers. But you people decide, keep your children in foreign land, give them good heart, give them good life, give them good humanity, what humanity can pass through. Then you suffering other children in your own land, in the soil of Biafra. You have to sell them out because of your self-interest. Not to tell them that what is coming is not matter of to new Nigeria, not to gather two people to sow your children. In the name of said you want to gather 10 people to community. You people will pay for it. Because this confusion is too much. Nigeria already destroyed Biafran children's brain, destroyed their life. They cannot even think of their destiny in future. What they are thinking for is only food. How can I see food chop? They don't even think of tomorrow if they will be alive. How can you mess with humanity than this? And you people will come from the soil of Biafra. In the northerns, they have prevailed the Boko Haram, save them, cover them. The terrorists who from Sahel come to your land. Your governor who speak your language, eat your food, drink your water, he will sold you to the Fulani, to terrorists from Boko Haram, ISIS. They will sold you, sell your children, sell your land, sell your mineral resources, give to a strange people. Why did a strange people using your blood to protect the people who come to kill you? Why the governor, your brother sit in your land, your own brother, the same blood, the same, because we are running the same gene together. But their own is contaminated. Their blood is already condemned. They have contaminated blood. So you, where sold your sister, is that the same thing Boko Haram is doing? Is that the same thing Sultan of Sokoto doing? Instead of that, is coming to your land to fight what belongs to you, to save the terrorists from Sahel. To people who don't know where your land is, to you to leave your own land, your soil to them. Your friend, your brother, the same blood, because Fulani, they pay them from nowhere to come to you. It's your brother, it's your father, it's your government. Send them to come and kill you in your land. Why them protecting them? Why Britain and Nigerian government protect the criminal who kill you? But your brother will force you. They will not say what is going on in Nigeria. That Nigeria have to separate. Instead of that, they are forcing you to be with them in that dark hole. Instead, you to cover them, son. Said, no, I can never come in there. The Satan will remain inside that hole. He remain there alone. You are not supposed to them to drag you inside there. You're supposed to use the sand and cover him. Pour acid to make sure say they vanish in earth. Instead of that, you'll be pamper a baby python, pamper a snake, pamper a baby lion. Peter, the day that food will finish, he will swallow you. You can never run away. And that is the Nigeria. Because you can't forfeit Biafra. As you cannot for feed Biafra. That is the way Nigeria will swallow you, swallow your generation. And if you come to our land, the day you mash the leg, and the day where the sun will fight you. The day you go drink the water, that is the day you will know Biafra water and poison for evil people. The day you eat oil of Biafra and salt and pepper, now that day you will know all those things can be poison for evil people. Yes, we don't remove it because you worse than anything. With that, no humanity can pity you people. As long as you're taking innocent blood, taking what no belong to you, we will never pray for peace to come to you people. No, peace will be far, far away. So far away, the day will be dark for you. The night will be miserable for you. The day you will close your eye, you will see a miserable life. You will not have peace. Peace will be far, far away from you people, and so shall he be. He say. If I want to because even your own brother, the poor ones, where the children, the mother died, the father died, they have no way. They worse than 1967. It's still going on. You don't ask yourself when this war will stop. You cannot stop without you stopping the war. Without you stop this calamity going on, it will not stop. And we, Biafra, said we must stop them by force, by power, physically, spiritually. And so shall he be. He said them. We can never look back. We know we look forward, not corner, not the side. No, we don't do that. We don't see who stand in our way. We don't see the evil. We destroy them. So Biafra, if you know the right thing to do, you must save your life. You must fight for your life because the enemy stand up. They stand up with different kind of things to confuse you, to make you don't know left and right. It's only you who listen to them. It's only you who give that negativity energy to them to pass through you. But if you don't allow, they will not come in. That is how it is. We Biafra said we will never give them that chance. Our land will not be safe haven for criminals. Our land will not be safe haven for a bloodsucker. Our land will not be peace for terrorists to come in. No, the land will hurt you. If we not see you, the water will see you. If we not see you, the sun will see you. If we not see you, the leaf will see you. Because we work with everything, because we are nature. So these men then, coming out as 1,100 men, they should ask the people who come up first to sell their land to the evil. They should ask of them what is going on in their life now. Before you steal a word from a child of God to say, you don't even know the meaning. This is what I come to tell you. Because you don't know the meaning, he will haunt you. The word will haunt you people like flies. He will haunt you people like bees. He will haunt you people like snakes. He will haunt you people like rain when will touch all of your roof. Except you said it for truth. Except you said it with truth, not to confuse, not to lie, not to defeat the innocent children. If you do that, it will not be better. Never. It will not be good because enough is enough with all of you people. Enough is enough. God be my witness. Enough is enough for you people. You must pay in other way, in other angle. You people must pay. So Biafrans, when it comes up, you don't need to close your mouth. You need to open it. Because they know they don't buy Yoruba. They don't buy all 4 corners of the earth of Nigerian Sioux government. It remains only you. So they will come with different kind of thing because they know you already left them. They are just like empty water fluff bag who float on top of the air. Where breeze carry, they will just you will see. Imagine when breeze blow, you see water flow. He will carry and breeze will carry, will knock it for boom. Throw away it anywhere it is. At the end, it maybe land for dustbin, and there it will rotten. That is what Nigeria is. Don't let this breeze of evil to touch you. Instead of that, open your eye to see the people where they deal with you, where dying with you, sharing things with you. They are the one killing you. It must happen so that you will know. But what we need from you is only strong, determined mind. Get that tough brain. Get that tough heart, so that nothing will shake you. When it happens, you will not say, oh, why is this? Why is that? Because you are in war. Anything can happen. You don't expect when you are in war to see sweet, to see sugar. You have to choose the two must join together, sugar and bitter. You can't say, oh, I prevent one thing. No. When you finish that war, then you will choose which one do you want to eat. That is how he works. So you will fight war. Don't look to you to get sentiment. Don't look to you to get sugar. Don't look for you to get honey. You have to join together, match them together. If it's sweet, everybody take it. If it's not sweet, he left for all of them. See, they left you rest. That is how you fight war is. War is not for sentiment. Other people do it. And yours is the most brutal one you can ever think of. So Biafra, you have to fund your life. Make sure sentiment don't close to you. Have mental toughness, as our leader said. Because if this thing, all this lie to themselves is meaningful, our leader will come out. Ask them, let our leader come out and use his own mouth and speak to Biafrans. You will go there to buy the sentiment, to read the script for yourself. Can't you ask yourself how these people will reason? Because we are not Biafran fighting for our own land of 2012. We are not those people of 2015. We are not those people where the Usman Danfodio sold the land of Nigerian government to the Britain or to the terrorists. No, it's not that one. This one is different. We mix with different kind of things. The dead and living. Even the dead is among you fighting. Because you think you want to come and fight. You will fight ghosts. You will fight the spirit of Biafra land. Because we are many. You like it or not. That is how it is. Nobody. Yes. Because joke. So they have to be very, very careful. Be careful with your mouth. Be careful with this your mouth where God give it to you. Where you know go fit use them to speak good word to the earth. We will make you, your mouth will smell like toilet. Anytime you open to speak to these people you confuse, you become a laughing stock for the world. You will become a miserable human being. You will become a very, very useless. So now word no go ever make meaningful for no woman being. No, because you don't say the good word. You say the word of destroy. And it have to return back to you. So that you will feel when you become a mockery. People will be laughing you. You don't mean, that is, Nigeria will not get even word where will get meaningful for people here. That you will know that what you bite, you cannot chew it. You can never chew it. So Biafra, know who kill you. Know who buy your children. Know who make your life not to be, not you to your land to restore. We have to restore our land. We have to be the honor of our land. We have to take care of ourselves, not only mineral resources. We have children with brain, with hand, with IQ. We have them. We are not a lazy people. We have the oil. We don't dwell inside the oil. We use our brain to calculate. We use our hand to make things work. So oil, our leader said, how many people get interest to go and dirty themselves? How many people get the mind to go and struggle? Don't you know that before to work there, you have to, you have to be strong. But are we? We prefer to use our hand and our IQ and your brain where God give it to you to produce because of lazy people, of breathing off with Fulani. They want to drag things where be in ground. And them to drag it, not them to walk. Oh, they need you as a slave. They need you as a slave to you to milk it your land to them to carry go. Imagine that. But we say, no, it can't go on anymore. So they have to warn them, warn all of you people. A tree, on this metre, he sell keba. He walk keba. He can't move at inch. He can never move at inch. He came and he taman to me. Instead of that, become disgrace. Anomofo. Sinam, that is why I come in here. To tell you people what you're biting. Said it is true. If it's not true, you go pay for it. All of you people. Don't need to come back. A phone. Phone your life. Phone your radio. Phone your recognition. Phone your lobby. Phone your attorney. Phone the people who protect you in the land here because it's hot. Phone your defense because all the land phone their defense before you come here. They phone the people who they protect them, who go to the war for them. They cannot be in the war and find money to buy what they need to fight. No, it doesn't work that way. If you don't do it, it will take time and we will still be here fighting. But if you want to do it, it will be more shorter so that we can leave this mess you're living in. Because now the only Biafra can give you life. Born Biafra, the public government in Elzao. Born our Biafra in whole land, you have to fund your life because you are that mess. 10 AJ go a long way. 10 AJ, 20 AJ, 50 AJ, 100 AJ, 1,000 AJ go a long way. You will be Europe, will live for safe heaven, and you want your land to be rotten. Fund it because nobody will fund. You live for where they fund and fight before. So what takes you? Even now, 10 AJ, even now 20 AJ, even now 5 AJ, even a week, you go a long way. But me, I will not beg you people, but I tell you, it go a long way. But if you don't do it, wherever you are, you will still receive the pain because after all, 4 corners of the earth, they know the reason, they know why, and it will continue. If you never touch them, wherever they are, you will touch them. Yes. If you made a pay, you know, a young kid. I don't pray young, pray for make over. So now for fun, mbok made up at young people. Mama, papa, a kai table. Ni toy can me. A join who walk kid. Enough young in a join who walk kid. Either pay Biafra. If I song a boom, you know. Yeah, the people song a boom, you know, Biafra. You mean young. Ntoro do kebido. Moody no work. And a guy out too. Where the symbol will taught you. Yeah, you will know how far, not how well. Unless Nigerian symbol there by cutting your hand, jihad is coming. Nigerian sign, you will have it. By you having short hand, the 2 hands short, the 2 legs short. That is the Nigerian gain for you. If you don't want what happened to the North, happen to you. Fun.
Exactly.
And warn all these people. All of them. Take this message to all of them. Because it's not a joke. If you no pay, your children will pay. If you no pay, your wife will pay. Your generation will pay. Yes. Unless you run far away, leave your evil. Wash your hand like this, half of it. If you don't do it, okay now, you will see it. Because you need to make you know the other one. If you pay, to book and Brother David, thank you very, very much, my people.
Thank you.
Make sure you fund. Yes, they should make sure they fund. Make sure you love your life. Make sure you love your nation. Help yourself. You're not helping our Prime Minister, you're helping yourself. Me, I'm helping myself. Everybody fighting freedom. You fight for yourself. You're not fighting for anybody. Yes, because if me now go to long sleep, I no go carry you. I dey go alone. If you go to long sleep, you no carry Mary. You go alone. That is why freedom. You fight for yourself. You're not fighting for anybody. Thank you very much, my people. Make sure to God.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are wonderful. Thank you, Biafrans. Our sister is amazing. Somebody wrote here, he said, thank for your wonderful submission. You are among the chosen people that will restore the land of the rising sun. Thank you so much, our sister. Your submission was very, very important and very, very wonderful. Biafran, you are listening to one of the hardcores of Biafra, one of those who are making things happen for the Biafran Restoration Project. Fund your freedom, fund your life, fund your restoration, fund your Biafran Defense Forces, fund the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is a government that is actually protecting our land. This is a government that is speaking for us. This is a government that is known in Washington, D.C. for the defense of Biafra land. Our sister have reminded each and every one of us, and we must do the needful. Very, very important. Don't listen to all these charge and bear lawyers, all these nicompoos who call themselves lawyers that cannot free Mazin and the Kanu, trying to come and carry out one propaganda or the other. Don't listen to them. The 100 men that our leader Mazin and the Kanu needs join the Biafran Republic government in exile. You will see the 100 men who are committed, who are focused, who are consistent, who are tenacious, who are fanatical about our freedom. Only in Biafran Republic government in exile. Every other platform, they are the enemies of the Biafran people. They are the propagandists of the Biafran people. So do the right thing. Biafra will be restored in our time. And our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister, first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, will be free by the actions and activities of the Biafran Republic government in exile. There is no other ways about that. So thank you so much. And on that, I will end today's broadcast. Our sister have made it wonderfully well for me today, and I really so much appreciate you, my sister. Mary, Tekam, for being part of this broadcast today. I salute my Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. I salute the Biafran government in exile, everything they are doing, our attorney, our lobbyist, our information minister, and the Biafran Defense Forces. Airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces. Remember the 100 men that our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, talked about. Join the Biafran Republic government in exile and be part of those that will restore God's kingdom on this planet Earth. Ndewonu Chineke. Share, 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 and subscribe to our channel so that anytime we are live, you will get notification. Goodbye from here. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All must hail Biafra. Ndewonu Chineke.